Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us and starting your day off with us. I'm Emma Benson. Thank you, Braden. A deal made across the ocean will have impacts here in eastern Idaho. I'm here in Idaho Falls at Summit Hills Elementary School, just one of several polling locations in the area. Again, polls open this morning at 8 a.m. The Idaho Falls Fire Department is investigating an early morning fire at Sonic on Yellowstone Highway. Let's start this hour with the shocking video out of Montana yesterday as flooding hit much of the area in and around Yellowstone National Park. Part of the park is officially reopening tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., but there are some things you need to know. Only a limited amount of visitors will be allowed in at a time, and it all depends on your license plate.
Are you having fun? I'm having so much fun.
Wow, and you're actually painting the edges around here. I like it.
Yeah, I tried to go for a thunderstorm in space.
I even brought my masterpiece to show you. Watch out, Picasso. Welcome, Steve. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Aloha to both of you.
Aloha.
Aloha.
We love it. All right, Steve, well, tell us about the event tomorrow. What's going to be happening?
Oh, we're so excited.
Consumers have been searching stores in order to find baby formula products, and stores are doing their very best to keep their shelves stocked, although there are restrictions. You can only grab 2. And if you do have more questions, you can always visit the American Academy of Pediatrics website. That's aap.org. They have a lot of great information for parents. The next generation of Idaho's workforce is being developed today at the College of Eastern Idaho. Thank you so much, Jenny, for coming. And you said you've been playing since you were 4 years old.
I have.
That's pretty amazing. I'm curious, how many hours per day do you practice?
Well, when I was younger in college, I did 6 to 10.
And I'm Emma Benson. Well, let's recap our top stories this hour, starting with our COVID coverage. So come over here with me. Let's look at the recent numbers as cases and hospitalizations continue to rise in Idaho. Thank you, Dr. Ashton. Well, we heard news just earlier today that the FDA officially authorized that second booster shot for adults age 50 and older. You may want to check your pantries because a select batch of Jif peanut butter is being recalled due to a salmonella outbreak. It's the fastest growing sport in America. Basically, it's a mix between tennis and ping pong. You play with a paddle and a wiffle ball like this. Hey, welcome back. It's now 5:55. Well, we have some school closures for you this morning. In your morning headlines, the case against Bingham County Sheriff Craig Rowland will head to district court for trial. Let's check in with Jeff Roper. Hey, Jeff, what emojis would you use to describe the weather today?
Why don't you just do this here? I don't need to do this here. Go ahead and take the clicker. Go ahead and tell everybody how it's going to be.
No, I don't know how to use this thing.
Forecast. Oh,
I know. I just wanted to ask him, is today the best day for me to go play pickleball? And he said yes.
Yeah,
so
and you showed
that's
up.
all I need to know.
Keep going over there. Just mash a button and see what happens. Yeah, you think you can do it. Come on now. Here.
Oh. Okay. Here
What,
you go.
is that it? Is that all we get? All right.
Pocatello, 42.
Oh, thank you. 40, that's my waist size.
Since it is St. Patrick's Day, we thought we'd offer you some fun Irish phrases to help you impress your friends. Sorry, I can't do a cool accent like Dylan, but our second phrase this morning is story horse, which means what's going on. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 5 a.m.
Welcome back. March is Red Cross Month, and you could help save a life, plus get a prize.
That's right. If you donate blood this month, you receive a gift card, plus you're entered to win tickets to the Baseball All-Star Game in LA. Now, I actually went over to the Idaho Falls Donation Center the other day as a first-time donor.
And yeah, so these test for different things to make sure it's good to go to a recipient.
Help can't wait when disaster strikes.
Every 8 seconds, a disaster happens in the United States. Every 2 seconds, someone in the United States needs a blood transfusion.
Now combine that with the ongoing pandemic, and there's no doubt the nation's blood supply has taken a hit, though Reagan says we have seen improvement.
Fortunately, the blood supply has stabilized and improved thanks to generous donors coming out and rolling up their sleeves. The most severe crisis for now has been alleviated, but our blood supply is still vulnerable.
This month especially, since it's Red Cross Month, donors are highly encouraged.
In March, we celebrate Red Cross Month to celebrate the volunteers and donors that help us complete this mission.
Most are willing to give.
Every 60 some odd days usually.
Wow, you come every 60 days and donate blood?
It does help me feel like I make a difference. You know, every time I turn around, there's a shortage of blood.
And I decided to do my part too. Okay, here we go. The entire process, including paperwork, took a little over an hour, but the donation itself
You're gonna loosen this, you can stop squeezing, relax. Okay.
only took a few minutes. We got that in how long? 4 minutes?
Yeah, we got that in 4 minutes and 46 seconds.
Wow. Pretty quick and easy, pretty painless. A big payoff for a small sacrifice.
One donation, you can save up to 3 lives.
In Idaho Falls, I'm Emma Benson. Well, March is not over yet, so you still have time to participate in Red Cross Month.
So you can schedule an appointment to donate by visiting redcross.org or by downloading the Blood Donor app.
And more civilians are still trying to escape Ukraine. Our Emma Benson spoke with some people in Poland who have been opening their homes to the refugees.
4.5 million. That's the number of Ukrainians who have fled their country. Their lives, their hopes and dreams put on hold.
You can go to shop, to the cinema, you can go on vacation, wherever you want. You can live your life, but they can't.
More than half of the refugees have crossed the border into Poland, most carrying only shopping bags of belongings. Poles like Greg and Lisa Pawlik have been housing refugees despite language and cultural barriers.
We have some issues in our history between Poland and Ukraine.
But those differences put aside to help those impacted by an unimaginable war.
We would never have expected that there will be people alive in our days who live close to our country that have similar experiences as my grandparents had.
Greg says through it all, the Ukrainians remaining resilient.
This is the first time I met so many people from there, and they're just wonderful people. So it's rewarding. It's not really a sacrifice when you get so much more than you give, you know?
The Pawliks were asked by their church to be refugee coordinators in charge of finding housing for the refugees and organizing travel to the border, taking supplies in and bringing refugees out.
Very few people who are taking things in come back without a car full of people. So
yeah.
They're astounded by how many people have been willing to pitch in.
Faith in humanity is greater than ever.
I'm very touched because so many people are willing to help.
Agnieszka is part of the refugee effort in Poland's capital, Warsaw, where she too has had refugee families staying at her house.
We are not important. The most important are refugees. We just here to help them.
Her main role? Give them a meal and a safe place to sleep, away from the dangers of war.
One man from Kiev, I said, how are you? How do you feel? And he said me, you know, Agnieszka, the most important for me is that the sky is clear. There is no any bombs. It seems to me, normal. We open the window, you can see the sky. But for them, it was something what they really appreciate, to see clear sky. I think we can learn a lot from these people.
I'm Emma Benson, reporting.
Nearly 10,000 undocumented Ukrainians have been processed by U.S. border officials in the past 2 months. The Department of Homeland Security says thousands of refugees who are displaced by Russia's invasion of Ukraine have also traveled to Mexico, hoping to request refuge in the United States. As new cases of COVID-19 fall around the United States, health experts continue to urge those who have not to get vaccinated, and millions of people have done so. But when it comes to Idaho, doctors hope more people will, as we have one of the lowest vaccination rates in the nation. Local News 8's Emma Benson spoke to a local doctor about why that is.
2 years into the pandemic, and doctors still echoing the same message.
But to really get this under control, we need the vaccine.
The nationwide vaccination rate sits at 64%, with many individual states lagging behind, including Idaho and Wyoming. Idaho is the 5th worst state for vaccination rates, sitting at just 53% of the entire population fully vaccinated against COVID-19.
It's a difficult problem to overcome.
Dr. Todd Bagwell, who works in infectious disease at Ermac in Idaho Falls, says he does not have a solution for the state's low vaccination rate, but that they're working on it. Other health officials, like Dr. Anthony Fauci, still urging us all to do our part to stop the virus's transmission.
Put aside all of these issues of concern about liberties and personal liberties and realize we have a common enemy, and that common enemy is the virus. And we really have to all pull together to get on top of this. Otherwise, we're going to continue to suffer.
So why the hesitancy? A November 2021 survey shows that the top reason Idahoans said they were not vaccinated was because they believed they already had immunity from a previous COVID infection. But while natural immunity does offer some protection, Dr. Bagwell says the ideal would be to have natural immunity plus vaccine-induced immunity. That offers the best protection against reinfection and severe complications.
If you've got the vaccine, you do not end up in our ICU, bottom line.
Reporting in Idaho Falls, I'm Emma Benson.
And it was pretty nice to be out and about to see everybody enjoying the Idaho Falls Independence Day Parade this morning. Thousands lined up the route of the parade to celebrate the 4th of July together. Now, this year's theme for the 2022 Liberty on Parade event was Let Freedom Ring, and it did. The City Council was out there collecting money for the community food basket. They were taking money this year instead of cans like they have before. This drive helps keep the donations here in East Idaho.
Community Food Basket is fantastic because it is a centralized location right here in eastern Idaho. When you give money to the Idaho Food Basket or Idaho Food Bank, yeah, all of those donations and cash, all that goes to Boise and then it's redistributed from there. So sometimes people are giving stuff that goes all the way across the state and back. But when you give to the Community Food Basket, it stays right here and it can be deployed very quickly and at very little cost.
It's really important that we get it right now. We're buying a lot of food during the summer because there's no food drives going on, and we can take every dollar and turn it into $5 worth of food. So this was a great effort.
Indeed, and of course, the three of us had the chance to ride on the Farr's ice cream fire truck in the parade. It was a lot of fun. Emma's first 4th of July experience here in Idaho Falls. What do you think?
Yes, it was great. Man, there were so many people out there. Just great energy from everyone. It was so much fun. We had a blast riding on the fire truck and just seeing everyone out there smiling and enjoying the holiday.
It was awesome. We've got a lot of backstage and behind the scenes video and pictures that we're going to be posting on localnews8.com and on our Facebook and Instagram pages. It was a lot of fun. There were a lot of cool characters watching the parade. It's All American Day around here.
Yesterday, we got the chance to taste some pretty delicious local Irish food.
Yeah, everybody knows if you want to celebrate in Idaho Falls, you go to the Kelp, and we got a chance to see what's on the menu.
We got to do it. Don't we have to do an Irish blessing? That's wrong. That would be at a wedding reception.
You'd say sláinte.
Sláinte?
Yeah, that's
what
cheers.
Like
cheers.
Okay.
Or to health.
Ready?
Were you going to drink those?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Sláinte. Top of the morning to you. On our menu.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Brandon, what you got there, man?
What is this?
Right, so
That
we
is the
have
Bailey's
our
cheesecake.
Bailey's cheesecake. It's always important to start with dessert. Get the good stuff out of the way.
Look at this.
We have our corned beef and cabbage. Smoke that here in-house.
Oh. Good afternoon. The fish jumped out of the basket.
Most fish and chips you get are pretty typically either cod or it's usually broiled, but we kind of just put our little own spin on it, and it's a little more meaty this way.
So I'm going to try a bite. Okay, we'll see how this goes. You ladies keep talking.
Oh, here he goes.
Shaking your shillelagh.
How is it?
That's good enough to return to Ireland. There you go. You're
It was
gonna
good.
dip it and win. Very funny. Dip it and win. Okay, let's try some of this here. Fish and chips, an authentic dish.
Oh, that's good. So how many people do you have behind this whole operation?
We have 20 employees, and everyone's working tomorrow.
Fan favorite.
We have extra of everything. Hopefully it'll get us through. You never really know.
Well, when all else fails, drink something.
Yeah.
Water's good. I'm gonna have some more of this because this is just dynamite. Look at this right here. Okay, happy St. Patrick's Day. What's the word again for cheers?
Sláinte.
Spell it.
Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Is that with an L? Sláinte?
Slainte.
Sláinte.
You just Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Cheers.
Cheers.